Now there's several variations of the capacitor symbol. So today we're just going to be focusing on the one on the right. The one on the left is for electrolytic capacitors. Ceramic capacitors don't have a polarity. This is why the schematic symbol is slightly different than the electrolytic capacitor. Now there's two charts we have to reference when we're talking about a capacitor. The first one is an alphabetic code which tells us the tolerance of the component. The second one is a numeric code which tells us the actual size of the capacitance of the capacitor. So we're going to be looking at our example right now, and our example says 102K. Now if we break down the code, the first significant digit is 1 and the second significant digit is 0. So these are our numbers in front of our multiplier. So now when we take our multiplier, which is 2, and when we look on the chart, that means 2 zeros. So we add 2 zeros to the end of the number. So that's 1000 picofarad. Now our K represents our tolerance of the component, which in this case is plus or minus 10%. So that's how we determine the size and the rating of a capacitor. Now right here I'm showing you how to measure a capacitance of a capacitor by hooking it up to a multimeter. So in this example I'm using a capacitor with a numeric value written on it of 103, which works out to be 10 nanofarads. Now when you actually look at the display of what its practical rating is, it works out to 9 farads. So the tolerance is about 10%. Now when you're connecting it to your actual multimeter, make sure you have it in the appropriate terminals. In this one, if you can see in the bottom right hand corner, I have a capacitance symbol. And then just make sure you're on the appropriate range of your multimeter, and then just make sure you select the appropriate setting.